Okay, it's unboxing time. This is a box of goodies from our friend Cedar, and they're pens that he's not going to do anything with, I guess. He seemed to think I could do something with. So let's see. Let's see what they're like, people. They're pens that all have little, well, I don't know whether they all have little issues, but some of them have issues and some of them have other kinds of issues. They're all wall gold fill pens. Some are missing this or that or t'other thing, but let's just see if they write, and if they have a ding or two or missing a clip or two, that doesn't bother me too much. If they're, I'm sure there's something good about all of them. Hello, Ms. Marilyn. So let's see. Let's start with this one. These are pens from Cedar. And he was thinking of putting them on eBay, but that's a pain in the butt. So he thought maybe he'd just sell them to me, which is less of a pain in the butt. Oh, great. Ink views can be a little tricky to fix. So here's the first one. Okay, this has a very lovely, fine, somewhat flexible nib. Look at that lovely thing. Yay, that's a yay. So far so good. The smallest one. The cap, well, I guess it does. The cap feels like it wants to fall off easily, but that's not a big issue. Moving to a different gold fill pen. This one has another number 2 nib. Some dings here, teeth marks or dings. Maybe it got slammed in the Duesenberg door. Another lovely nib. This will make many calligraphers happy. Yay. Yay number 2. So far so good, Cedar. Another lady's pen, missing its little ring on the top. These both have their little rings on the top. This one does not. This has a little bit of bumpy stuff happening here, which means that there's going to be some corrosion happening underneath that will eventually turn into something like 2 caps. It has no nib. Marguerite R. Marguerite K. What a lovely name. So I will, what would happen if I were to put this cap on this one? Marguerite would have a cap. Doesn't fit. Sometimes they don't screw on. So this one I'll put a nib in it, and Marguerite K will write again. And again, this might at some point break in two, but it'll write perfectly fine until then, maybe. So not quite a full yay, but kind of a yay. And then we've got this one, which is missing its clip. Number 3 nib. And this looks like a really nice pen for writing and for drawing, I think. Nice number 3 size wall nib. You know, I do have in my parts boxes and stuff, I do have stray caps and barrels, so I might be able to swap some of these things out and make a more complete pen, but that's another yay. So I have 3 yays, and this isn't in fact a nay, but it's just a, I mean, I don't think he charged me anything for it. He just said, you know, that's a parts pen, you can have it for nothing. This one, see, this is hanging by a thread. In fact, there goes the thread. I'll just take it apart. So this one also is missing a nib and a lever. Is the lever missing or is it inside of there? What is inside of here? Well, anyway, again, this was a parts pen. I don't think he charged me anything for this one. Can I take the clip off of this and put it on this thing? Is that doable, do you think? Probably, but it may require more bandwidth than I have. But I might need this section. So another parts pen. So we've got 3 yays and 2 sort of half nays. This is a lovely little number 2 size, I bet. Or is it 3? 3. So this one has, this often happens with these pens too. The metal around the end has corroded. And sometimes I'll just, you know, take a little file and make it even. Sometimes I might file the whole thing down from all of the black, I'll file down. But I may not do anything with it. I'll just sell it as is or keep it. Another lovely nib. Yay. I love this pattern, this chevron, or this sort of wheat pattern. So we have 4 yays, and this I think is going to be a 5th yay. This has 3 initials on it. E, B, C. Oh, and no lever. But a big number 4 nib. This is the one that's the stiffest of them all. It's the one that's sort of a little scratchy, but I think it's really a fun one to write with because you have to do a little bit of work to make it go. So good. Now I wonder if this section will fit in this pen. I bet this is a number 5 though. Yes. This is a pen I got at the Philadelphia Pen Show. And I've never had that type before. These are other pens that I had. So anyway, I got how many nibs? I have four pens with nibs and 3 without. No, that's a nib. That's a nib. That's a nib. Here's a nib. And here's a nib. So I have 5 pens with nibs. So that means yay in my book. So let's just try them out all again. Lovely, lovely point on that one. Nice one on this one too. This one is missing its clip. Nice nib on it, however. This one is probably the prettiest of them all, even with its damage there, but I kind of like this pattern a lot. A nice nib. And the largest one is the one that has the least interesting nib. It's the one that has the number 4 nib that's just a little bit stiff. And a pen like this, it's missing its lever. He did put a sack in it. You can use a toothpick or something to fill it up if you want. It's really a neat nib, though. It pushes back. It's really a cool nib. So a pen like this that, you know, I had a hard time selling this pen to you and you and you and you and you, but it's a pen that I would be happy to have and take out and draw with and go to a bar and calligraph names and stuff like that. Even if it's missing its lever, you know, it won't keep me from being able to have fun. So thank you, Cedar Bylard, for being so nice. Let me just see if I can tighten up this clip here at all. Where's my little pliers that I can do that with? This is not my little pliers, but I can probably do it with this one. There. Now the clip is tighter. Yeah, Cedar's a sweetheart. Yeah, this is really, really a nice nib. So let me put some ink in it and I'll draw with this, maybe. See how it works for me in the coming days. It's a little, you know, it does take a little bit of force to make it happy, make it go. But I really like the action that it gives me. And these two will go in my parts bin, and you know, maybe one day I'll figure out how to take the clip from this one and put it in my. But you see what happens is the moisture gets right in that little space there, you know, at the end of the blind cap, and it just corrodes the metal from the inside. And But anyway, well, thank you, Cedar. Yeah, I think he's you know, I think he, like me, and to an extent maybe like you, Ms. Marilyn, is we like making any pen. We see value in any pen that crosses our path, and it's all about how the nib works. And even if these pens had all nibs that I didn't personally like, there's probably ones that I would say, okay, this is going to be good for a lefty, or this is going to be good for someone who really presses down really, really hard. And I'm going to be afraid they're going to break up more fragile pen. So, but this one is really neat. It's just fighting me in just exactly the way I like it. I like it to be. I like to work a little bit to get that thick line. So thank you, Cedar. Okay, I'm gonna get back to doing what I was doing, which is trying to get my challenge drawings in order here. So we'll catch you all later. Bye.